Going back to school on K through 12 education and solutions for the problems American students are facing, we'd better start at the head of the class. Education Secretary Linda McMahon is the former leader of the U.S. Small Business Administration and a former member of the Connecticut State Board of Education, which of course came after her most famous role as CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment. She's on a 50-state tour to promote the Trump administration's effort to send funding and local control away from Washington and to the states, especially to blue state governors and education officials who she wants to buy into an idea that has been loathed on the left for as long as it has been championed on the right. Her message is that declining test scores and failing schools aren't blue state or red state problems, they're just American problems. Her mantra, let teachers teach, encouraging skeptical officials to embrace the upsides of decentralization. Welcome, Madam Secretary. Thank you for being with us. So Arizona is a state that has been extraordinarily experimental. They have pushed into former Governor Ducey signed into law something that creates basically portable accounts for students to go about, and all sorts of new alternative education is propped up. But one of the criticisms of the legislation, I want to read to you what State Representative John Kavanaugh said. There were accusations. There's not accountability in this. There's no testing. There's no requirements. These kids aren't going to get a real education. And he said, this bill has the greatest accountability of all. The parents can choose a school. They cannot choose a school. One size does not fit all, and we need to give parents and students two things. We need diversity and we need pro-choice. The way I figure it, on the left in America for a long time, they said you can't have school choice because it's going to blow these schools apart. And the right said, no, but we're going to have accountability and testing. These kids are going to learn because no child will be left behind. Now I hear voices like this on the right that say maybe we don't need these tests and maybe we don't need those standards. Is that what's going on?
Well, that's certainly not my position. I do think we need to continue with the testing because especially the national testing, the NAEP scores, which are the nation's report card, because they're objective and they're consistent across all the states. I think if we leave it up to the states, hey, let's face it, you can sort of turn those statistics a little bit the way you want or design tests differently. But if we have an objective measure across all states like NAEP, then I think that's the best way to go. And I have not heard anyone who is promoting that we do anything differently. What I hear mostly is, please tell me that as we put education back to the states, which is, of course, my mandate, that we will not get away from having NAEP scores and the research that we can all rely on to make sure that we're doing the right things in our states. And the scores, the post-COVID bust was real, right? The learning loss among these kids, we're going to hear later in this show about some good news about what happened with scores. But nationally, rich states, poor states, all over coast to coast, we saw the post-COVID decline. How serious do you think the problem is? Well, I can tell you it was even before COVID. Yeah. But I think COVID then exacerbated all of that with schools that are closed. And right after President Trump took office were when the NAEP scores were released that were taken, just before his taking office. Yeah. And they showed, 8th grade students reading at 30% proficiency. That means 70% were not reading proficiently. 4th graders the same way, and not only in reading, but math scores as well. We have failed our students, and we've spent $3 trillion since the Department of Education was established in 1980, Chris. And we've seen scores consistently decline. Sometimes they'd level off. You'd have a little blip up, but basically that graph has gone like this.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.